My god, this thunderstorm's gonna piss me off, isn't it? Anyway, you must be asking why I'm uploading. I just can't get this idea out of my head. So basically, the idea is Izuku having. This is going to be related to the video later on. You must be asking, why is there this type of picture on the screen? Well, you might be intrigued actually. This is kind of an interesting idea, but well, not really. But yeah, anyway. Basically, Zuko has the ability to create any suit of armor he wants. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. This Izuku is going to be very, very, very overpowered. And yeah, electro buff is gonna come in tomorrow, so don't worry. Probably gonna finish the series. Probably gonna finish the series. So anyway, so yeah, you must be okay. Basically, this Izuku can give his robot specific type of quirks that he likes. But if he, isn't in a suit of armor that he is in, he can't. He's basically useless. But that is never gonna happen. So yeah, basically just gonna give a rundown. Basically, this Izuku has the ability to create quirks when he has the ability to basically make a suit of armor and give it a specific quirk. And actually give it buffs like strength buffs, speed buffs, the ability to fly, basically like that. And I can't get this fucking idea out of my head. It sounds so dope and so basic. Well, not to me it's basic, but to most of y'all it probably be. But it sounds so dope. So, well, if most of y'all don't like Mama Anko being Mama Anko as in canon, then you should probably click off. Basically, Inko is going to abandon Izuku at an orphanage. So, after a period of time, Izuku Midoriya, there. Oh my god, this thunderstorm. If you hear it in the background, I'm sorry. So, yeah, after a period of time, they Bakugo awakens his quirk. So, so, yeah. It's not all gonna just be the same suit of armor. I'm pretty sure I could have all picked that up. He's gonna have different designs. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so Bakugo awakens his quirk and is showing it off, and you know, Izuku, you know, Izuku's after daycare is over. Izuku's mom comes to pick him up. The next day, they go and check out what his quirk is. But Izuku turns out to be quirkless. Mama Inko not liking any of this. She gives him a cold type of stare. A stare that he didn't get as a kid. But later on will. So oh my god, my brother. Sorry if you well you most likely are just gonna do something. Hope that blokes out. Did I say bloke? What the hell is bloke? Blocks out most of the sound. So yeah, oh god damn it. So yeah, sorry for the big cut there. My fucking phone is fucked up. Gonna have to fucking fix that. So yeah, after that whole thing, Izuku is. Sorry for the big cut there. I have to check something up before uploading this. Anyway. 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 So yeah, my man going liking this. While they're driving home, Enko decides to get Izuku up to an orphanage, basically. So, she a day later, he's packing up Izuku's things, and little Izuku not getting what's happening. Asks his mom. His mom not getting an answer. So, Izuku kept asking his mom until she shouted at him to shut up. Izuku kept quiet. Well, Izuku kept quiet. So, yeah, later on, Inko drives up to an orphanage and just basically kicks Izuku out and drives off. Oh my god. And just drives off. Kill that son of a bitch. And, anyway. That's not what they pretend one. Yeah, anyway. After doing that whole thing, the people in the orphanage heard someone being kicked out and your car driving away. Them thinking that this is basically another parent abandoning their kids. This happens more regularly in the orphanage than you think. So, yeah. After that, they come out to see a boy with green hair just sitting in the dirt with, his luggage around him. This year, no. Anyway, oh my god, we will start with anyway again, aren't we? Anyway, oh my, this is the last time. Anyway, they come out to see them. They help him up and take his luggage inside. So, yeah, they find a place for Izuku to stay while writing down the info on him. And when they found out he was quirkless, they stopped all sense of kindness. This became basically all hell for Izuka. Him waking up and getting bullied by the orphanage kids. Same as usual, same as always. Wake up, get beat, and wake up, get beat, go back to sleep. Wake up, get beat, go back to sleep. Wake up, get beat, eat, and go back to sleep. Wake up, get beat, eat, and go back to sleep. After that whole thing, finally, everyone in the orphanage is most of the orphanage kids are already adopted, and a good amount of them aren't. Izuku, finds basically, how can I say this? I'm gonna say did I say Yui? The fuck? UA is a college in this. So, yeah. Sorry about that. This cycle of endless torture happened for basically 18 years until Izuku could finally get a job and, leave the orphanage behind him. But I gotta check something. You know what? Back on now with Izuku being 18, I don't know how old you need to be to get into a college. Just comment it down. Since I'm a kid that's 12 and I cuss this much, since my child is already wounded. Anyway, continuing forward. After this whole thing, Zuko finally gets a job. Finally, he gets a job and, is able to leave the orphanage. So yeah, he buys himself a house. So yeah, after that whole fiasco, Izuku seems to be training for the UA entrance exam. You know what? Nah, I'm still gonna say UA is a high school in this. So yeah. Oh yes, got another idea for this. So yeah, retcon UA being high school. I know there's a lot of retcons. I'm sorry, but all these ideas are just popping in my head because I don't use scripts. So yeah. So that is it. Ugly assy. So yeah, after the whole thing, but UA is a college in this, and Izuku seems to be training to get into UA. You know, he's doing push-ups and everything like that. Keep in mind, I'm gonna make his quote coming later on. So yeah, he's gonna. No, let me not spoil it. So yeah, after that whole thing, damn, that shit was white. Anyway, anyway, so Izuku seems to be training for UA, and when Izuku's finally done, he goes to bed, but not before seeing this type of mechanical being or thing in front of him, just staring at him. Just seems to be staring at him, but just staring at him, just not saying anything. So, yeah. Suddenly, Izuku jolts awake. Izuku sighs because he's been having this dream a lot recently. I'm probably gonna upload part 2 immediately because this story is interesting. I can't get it out of my head. Anyway, probably not, but hey. So, yeah, just another one of his weird dreams. Izuku basically wakes up and, continues training on. Time skip after the 10-month training, and, Izuku goes to UA. Let's just say Izuku didn't make it. And yeah, you must be wondering how he's gonna unlock his quirk then. I'm gonna make Izuku very, 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 very smart in this. So yeah, can't have a robot suit without being stupid. A robot based quirk without being stupid. So yeah, anyway. After Izuku gets into the support course. So yeah. Interesting. He gets into the support course luckily. But Izuku doesn't care. He's lucky he even got into you at all. So yeah, after that whole thing, a week later, Izuku, basically gets UA uniform, but he's not gonna need it at all since he's mainly gonna use a different form of wear. So yeah. So Izuku is walking the UA, just walking, and he finally finds the support coastals. He opens them and sees a pink-haired girl. Hey, most of y'all are probably gonna hate me for this, but hey, don't, 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 don't go. Just hitting the dislike button. I feel pretty sad. Anyway, this pink-haired girl fangirling over, the basically the equipment and materials that UA has. So, yeah, this key, you know, after a bit of time, everyone comes into class. So, yeah. So, Izuku's been attending UA for let's say, 2 months. 2 months, yeah. So, yeah, after this whole thing, not the entrance exam, damn it. The sports festival is going to take place in 2 months. So, yeah. After this whole thing, Izuku is done. And Izuku and Mei, basically my boy's gonna have a harem. He met class 1A, and he's been talking to them a lot, especially the girls. Okay, let me introduce you to Izuku's previous harem, if you get what I'm saying. Y'all gonna hate me for this, but hey, fuck it, you know. So yeah, most of y'all probably gonna hit dislike. So sorry, unsubscribe. Yeah. Mei Hatsume, that's Mei Hatsume, Aka, Momo, and Joe and Mina. Oh, y'all gonna hate me for this, aren't y'all? Might as well. This is probably gonna be a long video. Yeah, it's gonna be a long video. So probably gonna take some time to upload. So yeah, Izuku's been dating his girls for 2 months now. And no, having hair did not go to his head. Still the same old humble Izuku and kind. But not for long. Well, what the fuck did I sound like Hisoka? Now that was fucked up. Anyway, so yeah, Izuku, comes. Y'all gonna hate me, bro. I can already see y'all. Izuku comes from. Let's say that the dorm systems were implemented because this UA is a college. So yeah, the dorm systems were implemented. And just for plot sakes, let's say the support course and 1A dorms are basically the same building. So yeah. So Izuku seems. Oh my God! Why? This is gonna rain like hell out here. Probably gonna cut power too. So better get this out to y'all quickly. So yeah, after this whole thing, Izuku's is kind of done. Oh my God. Izuku is walking through the hallways. Damn, it's gonna be hella disrespectful, ain't it? So, let's say that, Izuku and his ham lived in his room, to be more precise. Yeah, after Izuku is done, he is, walking. He is about to enter his dorm room when he hears. Y'all are gonna hate me, aren't y'all? I can already see. He hears moaning, basically. Yeah. I'm just gonna flaunt it. He hears moaning. How many girls did I have again? Yeah, Joe, Momo, Mina, Ochako, and damn it, Joe, Momo, Ochako, Mina, and Hatsume. And he hears 5 Pacific moans. 5 of them. Izuku's heartbeat starts to beat very, very, very fast. So yeah, he turns the knob and y'all are gonna hate me. It's I'm just not gonna put much detail into this. He just basically sees Mei, Mina, Chaco, Momo, and Jill doing the duty with Bakugo, micro-sized dick man, Kirishima, hard boy number 1. Man, fuck. Y'all hate me already. Kamanawi. Oh my God. The dumbass himself. Oh my God. But who the and Todoroki. My nigga with the daddy issues. Oh God. Oh God. Fuck that. Why? Why? Wait, what? What? It's some random ass nigga. But oh shit, that shit sounded loud as fuck. Oh my god. Izuku is heartbroken by this, and everyone turns to look at him. It was pretty awkward. Izuku ends up winning, just once, and Izuku Izuku's quirk is gonna be OP, like I said. But yeah, it's gonna be this quirk's gonna be OP, isn't it? It is gonna be OP. You can sense it in my bones. Anyway, Izuku is just winning and winning and winning and winning. So he's just been, he's been getting bullied relentlessly by those 10 people, and it's been hard on him basically. 2 months later, and the sports festival comes up. And Izuku has these gauntlets that enhance his strength, speed, and stamina, basically. So, yeah. Izuku is putting on his gauntlets and, and his speed. Yeah, it said speed. So, yeah. Sorry if you heard that. So, yeah. Midnight calls Bakugo forward. Bakugo says the same dumb speech he said. Fucking dumbass me. So yeah, after that whole thing, she spins the wheel to see what it lands on first, and it's obstacle race. Everyone gets in a place, and Midnight calls off. Izuku dashes forward but gets trapped in ice. Oh. You all probably heard my mom and my dad barging in. Well, not my mom and my dad, my mom and my brother barging in. God, this is bad. Anyway. Oh yeah. This storm is getting awfully bad. I ain't even gonna lie. Damn. So yeah, don't worry about that. Anyway, yeah. So after this whole, yeah, I'm pretty sure I ended off. Izuku gets caught in ice. Izuku looks down and he looks down and then up and sees Todoroki running away with a smoke. And Izuku just ends up. How can Izuku get out of this ice? Let's say it gives Izuku a bit of a heat boost in his arms, but isn't really anything. So, Izuku starts activating this a little bit of his heat boost. And, he gets himself unstuck. He tries running, but yes, it's slippery. So he puts his head behind him and, uses bursts of fire to get over the ice. Once he comes across, he sees that the 0-pointer fell on Hiroshima. Just didn't pay any mind, but just continued running. As he was running, he came to the canyon. Wow. Interesting. Izuku does the same technique that he did, and he still took the giant robot thing. He took it, and it is, using the same technique that he did. Basically everything goes the same, just with Izuku. Yeah. Everything goes the same as in canon. So basically, continuing forward, he is just, basically, at this point, he finished first. So, yeah. And the same placement as in canon. So, Izuku still gets the 1,000 points. So, yeah. And in this case, no one wanted to team up with him. This is gonna be a long video. Yeah, it is. Anyway, continuing. After after let's just say that he asks Midnight to basically be alone. Midnight says yes, and Izuku is continuously walking. Well, the players keep coming for Izuku, but he just ends up dodging and running away. This tactics works for a bit until the leader uses reciprocal pulse and catches and basically catches the 10 million headband. Izuku seeing this and seeing as they have leader doesn't see any chance and just tries winning after the basically team. Let's say by plot convenience he wins he gets enough, points to still place as he did in Ganon. So yeah, that's done. So, since Ojo in this case does want him not to respawn. My fucking god. Ojo still tells, Deku to not respond to Shinso. And yeah. So, and yeah, so no, Shinso, yeah, Ojo wouldn't tell him. Deku not knowing what is, not knowing that Shinso was trying to aggravate him, does respond to one of Shinso's questions. And, it results in him taking control. But and yeah, Izuku ends up in this type of mindscape with the same exact type of robot thingy still looking at him. And yeah, he suddenly gains consciousness, regains his composure, and looks back. And he starts running after he runs towards Shinso. Shinso's still trying to aggravate him, but Izuku punches him out of bounds. So, yeah, he steps back and it's, over. He walks out of bounds basically. Well, he walks off the arena and continues walking forward. In this case, let's say Bakugo got one for all. So, yeah, a bit later on, you know, uh, Deku is gone forward with Todoroki. This is gonna be interesting. And they start off. Todoroki starts off with a ice glacier toward Izuku. Izuku charges towards Todoroki and continuously punches through the ice glaciers. He keeps punching through them until he gets close enough to Todoroki and lets off a small burst of fire, actually knocking Todoroki back a bit, and he runs towards him while he's distracted trying to get his composure and punches Todoroki in the face, then kicks him and then proceeds to keep barraging him with punches until Todoroki has enough and shooting a massive ice glacier towards Izuku. Izuku ends up barely dodging this but gets knocked back. He finally gains his composure just to see another ice glacier coming towards him, and he cocks back his fist and puts everything into a one punch. He basically called this one punch overdrive because he puts everything into it, but basically throwing all the energy into his arm and punching it. And keep in mind, no, it's not as long as Electric Puff Deku's one. It's just basically the same glacier size as basically, what's that tape dude's name again? I think, Cell. He's basically the same glacier that he used as towards Cell. This he basically shows shadows. So yeah, but Izuku's arm and support item is basically broken. He looks up and charges towards Todoroki. Todoroki not having enough stamina to do anything since his quick relies on his stamina. He ends up just basically keep yeah, he just keeps pushing. He just puts everything into his left arm and punches Todoroki out of bounds. And that also results in his arms being injured. So Izuku is done and falls unconscious. Wow, that was an interesting match, said Peasant Mike. Yeah, moving forward. We see Izuku Midoriya waking up and basically. Wait, why can't I remember this Snoose's name? Who's sure I think it was? Yeah. Got the name. Where the hell did I get recovery? No. Where the hell did I get no joy from? What the fuck? Is that a Pokemon reference? Did I just reference Pokemon, bro? Anyway. Basically, we see Zuko waking up in Recovery Girl's office, looking up, and trying to find his surroundings. He seems to be basically not understand where he is. So after that whole fiasco there, it's time for the next matchup. We see Bakugo telling Deku he's going to pay for doing that half and half. And yeah, all the matches still go the same. So yeah. Bakugo charges towards Izuku and basically Izuku throws a punch towards Bakugo. Bakugo dodging this, grabbing onto his support item and basically exploding it. What I mean by exploding it is by basically grabbing onto it and exploding it, like I said, breaking the support item. Izuku pulls his hand back and throws a normal punch towards Bakugo. Bakugo, this didn't do anything to Bakugo, just enrage him. Bakugo released a explosion towards Izuku. Izuku dodging this with did I just say his? With his two arms, sending him flying back. But he's not out of bounds. He gets back up and seems to be charging something up. Bakugo, not having this, charges one fall into his arm, and we see these two about to have a clash with him. So they're running towards each other, and Deku throws his punch, and Bakugo throws his punch. These their arms colliding, and basically, let's say Bakugo is full calling, but no, it's basically full explosion in this case. And he was at, let's say, let's say he was at basically 20%. Yeah. So, yeah. Izuku is his arm is basically damaged. He recoils back and Bakugo launches an explosion towards Izuku. Izuku is sent flying and is rolling across the ground. He gets up and Bakugo keeps releasing explosions. Izuku dodging this with only his only his right arm. His left arm is damaged. Bakugo starts releasing explosions and we see Izuku's arm charred, basically. He steps back and he starts fading in and out of consciousness. And this is the time where his quote pops up. What percent of my phone? Oh, 7. Oh, interesting. After that, Izuku looks up and he sees the same creature standing in front of him. Izuku looks at this creature until it finally speaks a word. What the fuck am I? Never mind. He basically looks up and and he sees the same creature that I just said. Creature says one thing, and that one thing is call. He says a sentence, a kind of sentence. He says, "Call upon me." Izuku not understanding this, but he sees the creature reaching out to him. Izuku doesn't sense any malicious intent and reaches out for it. And when they finally touch hands, anyway, suddenly Izuku's body, Bakugo releases one final explosion, and this is a massive explosion to finally end it all. Bakugo turns around to walk away, but he ends up stopping hearing a sound. And this sound sounds very weird. Basically, let me see if I can find a sound. Kind of like this. Yeah, basically like that. Bakugo turns on only to be met with green, but basically green glowing eyes staring back at him. Basically, these type of eyes in the picture. The smoke eventually clears and we see Izuku in this type of suit. This one. This basically. So, lightning starts cracking on his hand, kind of like this, and goes up to and covers his complete body, basically. He, Bakugo doesn't, Bakugo's surprised by this sudden change, and in runs towards Deku, asking if he hid his quirk from him, basically screaming it like an angry Pomeranian. He finally reaches Deku and tries to explode him, but let me give you a basic. Basically, this is the default look. This is a default set of armor, basically. A default. Basically, this one has increases the intelligence by 5, increases the speed by 5, increases the strength by 5, and yeah. And you can see this suit's special. Oh my god, my phone. And this suit's special ability is basically, damn it. Oh my fucking god. But yeah, basically this. His special ability is basically lightning manipulation. And increases the reaction time by 5 and overall everything by oh my fucking god. And basically everything by 5. Izuku looks up. Well, he was looking down. Well, not really. Bakugo goes to explode him, but due to Izuku increased reaction time, he sidesteps Bakugo and electrocutes him. This is only a little percent of the electricity, and this already being stronger than Denki's. Bakugo feels a massive amount of faults. Think of Denki's electricity at basically Denki's all out max amount of electricity, just times that by basically 1 billion. And yeah, he shocks Bakugo, and Bakugo feels basically 250 million volts going through his whole body. And he basically gets knocked out. And Izuku looks around him. Well, partially Izuku. He looks around him and is getting weird styles basically. He finally exits the suit of armor and, well, the suit of armor just disappears off him and Izuku falls unconscious. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave off. Remember to subscribe and hit that like button for and show me that you like this series. And yeah.